Well, about halfway done here on the Ram Report. We return from Mitty of Loveland, your sister dealership of Coes BMW, along with head coach Jim McElwain, Brian Roth with you. Well, we're going to take a look at Weston Richburg, one of the fine Ram offensive linemen that, Jim, you look at the offensive line, and of course, Weston, the center, makes a lot of the calls. They really played well as we got towards the end of the season.
They really did, and they started to adapt to the technique that we're trying to teach, the communication, the importance of the mic point, and it all starts at the center position. And, Weston's a guy that's got to trigger everything to begin with and then get echoed by the quarterback and get translated inside out. So there's a lot of things on his shoulders, and he's done a nice job of it.
Yep, Colorado State center Weston Richburg, who hails from Bushland, Texas.
Of all the players on the football field, only one touches the ball more than any other position. Not this guy. Not even this guy. It's the center. But what exactly does a center do? And why is he so important?
Everybody knows what a quarterback is. So it's basically the quarterback of the offensive line. I've got to make calls, got to identify defenses.
That's Weston Richburg. He's the center for the Rams and is considered to be one of the best in the nation. But if you ask him what makes him so good, don't expect many answers.
You're gonna make me. I don't like talking about myself. I think I'm an athletic guy. I can move around pretty well. I've just got to work on the mental part, I think. There's a lot of different defenses you see. Every week you're seeing something different. So it takes a lot of film study. You got to be familiar with what's going on and different positions on defense and be able to identify those things right.
The Bushland, Texas native is on the watch list for the Remington Trophy, which recognizes the most outstanding center in the country.
Well, it's just a watch list, so I haven't really done anything. But, the guys that win those are, they're good athletes. And not only good athletes, but they're really smart guys that, have a really high football IQ. So, I think it's just a combination of mental ability and physical ability as well.
After helping push the Rams to a 500 record this season, Richburg, who will be a senior, is poised to take his team even farther.
Yeah, I've got to be a leader. I've got to be a vocal guy, somebody who's positive, and like days like today when it's a long, rough practice, kind of be there to encourage guys and keep them on the right track. And so I'm just looking forward to excelling, becoming a better player, and have a lot of team success this year.
Again, Weston Richburg, junior center from Colorado State. Again, I think one of the things as we look back to yesterday one more time that was fantastic was, again, to send those seniors out with a win. And we've talked about it this year, Jim. A new coaching staff coming in when a kid is entering his senior season is tough. But most of those seniors never quit on you, and I know you never quit on them.
No, and to see them walk out with their families and to shake their hands for the last time, they're on the 50-yard line. I mean, there's something special about senior day, and it's something that'll last with these guys forever. This will be the last time the majority of them will ever put a helmet on and ever be in that locker room, ever have that true team, family unity that you get on a close football team. And this football team became close. They got to know each other, and a lot of that had to do with the seniors. And, welcoming in the young guys and trying to show them the way. And you know what? We've got a lot of great lessons from this senior class.
Yeah, there's a finality to it all in there that it is over. And it was interesting, as you guys were celebrating, look back down near the goal line, and Ty Kirk, the great senior for New Mexico, didn't move. He was sitting down the goal line. I mean, he was devastated. And for you guys to pull out that win and send them out with a good feeling that they're going to remember the rest of their life. And another one of those kids that we had in the postgame show is Marquise Law. I thought he was outstanding. You got him the ball a lot, and he really responded.
He did, and I just can't say enough about Q and how he handled this season and a leadership role, a guy on our leadership council that was really out there in the forefront of what we were trying to accomplish. And I think he really blossomed not only as a person but as a player this season. And I'm really proud of him.
Yeah, now who made him cut the dreads? He just did that on his own, right? Because he has a ton of job offers coming up, right?
He did that on his own, and it's something we maybe talked about. That as far as that image and what we want to portray for you going forward. And tell you what, he looks good.
Yeah, he does look good. He's a good-looking guy. He's always worn the dreads. He cut them back this year, and he had his best season. Coincidence? I don't know. That's the head coach doing his good work right there. And two other guys that I wanted to touch on before we let you go here, guys that weren't on the field.
Yeah.
And again, Momo Thomas is down there on the sideline, never left the sideline of the team, nor did James Skelton.
Right. Two guys that from the start really bought into what we were doing. And, you know, it's a shame for Momo getting hurt so early in the year. I tell you what, he had a great game in that CU game. He was in a cover down situation, and yet he stayed with us the whole time. And seeing the look on Skelly's face, you know, you could see that it hurt him not being there. Yet both of those guys were as excited for their teammates as the guys that played the game, and I think that speaks volumes for who they are and what they're all about.
Yeah, in the locker room, Max Morgan, who is a sophomore linebacker for the Rams, who's really played well since Skelton went down, went up, gave Skelton a big hug, and he told us in the post-game radio show that he wouldn't be in the position he was in without the help of James Skelton. And at the end of the day, and that's what seniors are there for, to do well on the field, but also to mentor the young kids.
Yeah, and you know, like we told the rest of our team, that, look, someday this is going to be you.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting in the front row. You're going to be coming out to the 50-yard line for your last game. So let's make sure you understand your responsibility for those seniors.
Yep, no question. And whether they're a sophomore, freshman, junior, it's going to come quicker than they think.
That's absolutely right.
Life has a way of sneaking up on you. Hey, Jim, hey, fantastic season. Yeah, great win to close it out, and bright things ahead for CSU football.
Yes, it is. Looking forward to it.
Head coach Jim McElwain will take a timeout. We'll shift gears, talk some Ram volleyball, another conference championship for head coach Tom Hilbert, who joins us next here on the Ram Report.
Up here, there's something that makes the remarkable an inspirational thing.
Taking our work with this out of the lab and putting it into these all over the world.
Chasing tornadoes from the shadow of the Rockies.
A special sensitivity that revolutionized an industry.
All of this in a great Colorado town. It's an exciting place to live and learn!
Colorado State University. Inspiration happens on higher ground.
Everyone wants to be the best.
But wanting it isn't enough.
It takes focus.
It takes discipline.
It takes guts.
Right shoulder, now through, and Sam Martin.
And when it all comes together, we're ready.
Are you?